Hello everyone, welcome to the Anime Recap Media YouTube channel. Please like the video, subscribe to help our channel and enjoy this full video.
Following the death of his grandma Sachiko, 19-year-old Hayato inherits her restaurant called Familia. Hayato does not want to continue working in her restaurant. He plans to demolish it and turn it into a parking lot for cars. He is shocked to see 5 girls living in the house Sachiko raised him in. Sachiko's unofficial granddaughters are Aoka, Ami, Riho, Shirajuku, and Akane, who work as waitresses for Familia. Hayato evicts them without a care in light of his previous fight with Sachiko. They decide to seduce and then bribe Hayato in order to control him. Shirajuku is deliberately given alcohol as a result of Hayato's furious rejection of Aoka and Ami, which brings out her repressed lechery and fetish for male body odor. Ami, the girl's self-appointed bodyguard, saves Shiraguki and beats Hayato after she jumps on him. Engineers show up to talk about destruction work. Yet when Familia's sign is harmed, Hayato laments dropping out with Sachiko and recovers the sign. Aoka makes pilaf from Sachiko's recipe, sensing his emotions. Finally, Hayato cries over Sachiko's death. Hayato discovers that despite Familia's inability to support 5 employees, Familia is bankrupt due to Sachiko's payments to the girls. Her coffee shop and restaurant never had enough money, but Sachiko wanted to help the girls. Hayato abruptly decides to reopen Familia, but he warns them that he will demolish it unless it becomes profitable within a year. The girls are all super happy that they can stay in the restaurant. The girls are required to share household chores by Hayato. Despite Hayato's efforts, the girls concur that his coffee is subpar. In the future, the introverted Akane somehow produces excellent coffee. Hayato seeks assistance despite his annoyance at her. Sachiko was correct, and Akane realizes that despite his rage, he does appear cute. Hayato responds in a childish manner that she is adorable when she smiles, but she does not respond and instead shows him how to make coffee. Akane actually appears to be quite angry following Hayato's departure. To promote Familia's reopening, Hayato sends Riho on courtesy visits, but Riho criticizes him for acting moody and repelling customers. Hayato acknowledges that she is correct and promises to improve. Riho shows him her pants as a reward, causing him to fall down the stairs. A shrine fortune that says Riho will fall in love with a coworker is shown to her. Riho advises Hayato to find a solution because Hayato and Aoka constantly disagree. They are fighting all the time and it's causing problems. Akane encourages compliments, so he repeatedly praises Aoka, but Aoka interprets it as irony. He finds Aoka later in her waitress uniform and compliments her on how adorable she is. This makes Aoka smile because she made their uniforms herself. Inadvertently drunk once more, Shirajuku molests Hayato, ruining the moment. Hayato announces that the girls will only be able to work 2 shifts at a time because they are now completely dependent on Familia for their finances. Prior to the arrival of Fuwa, the loan shark who had always harassed Sachiko regarding the money she owed, Familia reopens with numerous satisfied customers. Even when Hayato insults Sachiko, the girls don't hit Fuwa because he keeps his cool. Hayato, on the other hand, uses blackmail on Shirajuku after Fuwa deliberately exposes his underwear and forces him out while their customers cheer. Fuwa vows vengeance for his insults. Hayato hasn't changed since they were childhood friends 15 years ago. Shirajuku realizes that he is still the same. Hayato decides to set up shop at the Cherry Blossom Festival in an effort to recoup from the declining number of customers at Familia. Shirajuku suggests cookies made with cherry liqueur, but he gets drunk and molests Hayato, who Ami then punishes. Hayato receives a cookie recipe that Akane and Sachiko develop together. They open the stall, but Fuwa's grandson and his gang harass Aoka. They are driven away by the other vendors, but Familia's stall is vandalized immediately. Hayato says that Sachiko used to have an old food cart. They quickly transformed it into a mobile cafe stall and made a success of it thanks to Riho's work on social media. On their way home, the same criminals continue to harass them. Hayato is punched by Fuwa's grandson, who believes that his grandfather's good name keeps him from being caught by the police. Ami beats up the grandson and the thugs, claiming self-defense. To Hayato's dismay, she continues to threaten them by asserting that Aoka is a covertly violent gang leader. As a result, the criminals run away. To stop any further retaliation, Hayato recorded the entire conversation about Fuwa's connections to corrupt police officers. Aoka is surprised that Hayato took the punch on purpose to prevent Sachiko's food cart from being vandalized. Between college and Familia, Hayato observes that Riho works too much. Riho wants Familia to succeed and is thankful Sachiko helped her. She recalls her mother's comment that people who don't work hard are worthless. She is reminded of Sachiko by Hayato, who encourages her to do more for herself and suggests that Hayato might actually be trustworthy. Hayato finds out that Akane plays in a band on her days off, but she doesn't allow the girls to go to her concerts. Hayato stumbles upon her underground concert by chance and discovers that she is a talented, passionate singer despite her usual lack of interest. Akane is surprised that she does not want to try becoming a professional singer because he is embarrassed that he saw her sing, so he promises to keep her talent a secret. Akane is even more ashamed that Hayato has purchased one of her CDs. The following week, the girls talk about living together with a man, but they conclude that Hayato won't try to seduce them because of his personality. They are curious about Hayato's plans for the remainder of the year. The girls are shocked when Akane says she wouldn't mind marrying Hayato. She later says she was joking. Shurajiku is jealous when Hayato pats Riho's head, and Riho notices Hayato smiling whenever Shurajiku praises him. Shurajiku is outraged that Hayato plans to alter Sachiko's previous menu, which prompts a taste test in which a Sachiko sandwich is compared to a Riho sandwich from the new menu. Hayato says he is full and doesn't try either sandwich because he is aware that the girls' real motivation isn't the menu. Hayato almost tells the girls that they are not his family but rather employees when the girls start acting strangely. However, he finds out later that they had planned a party to celebrate Familia's 2-month anniversary. After all, Hayato realizes that they are his family. Akane is irritated by a phone call from her mother. Akane starts to act strange and distant. Hayato realizes that based on Akane's behavior, she intends to quit and leave because of her mother. Akane jokes about giving Hayato a breast squeeze in return for his assistance, but Hayato instead asks her out on a date. The girls are suspicious when they learn of the secret date. Akane realizes that Hayato is asking her out on a date to talk about her problem. In the end, she discloses that her family owns a trading company because she is the sole heir to her father's estate. Her mother has chosen a partner for her and is pushing her to have children. Hayato concludes that Akane doesn't want to go based on the poor cup of coffee she just made. Akane asks Hayato to assist her because the girls concur that she cannot leave. They meet Akane's mother, but she is unable to express herself. As a result, Hayato harshly tells her that she needs to grow up and start taking responsibility for her actions. That gives Akane the confidence to stand up to her mother. She gives in and tells Akane that she can live her life as she pleases, and it looks like she knows Hayato's family name, Kasuke. The other girls are glad that Akane will remain. Her mother cheerfully reminds her that, much to Akane's embarrassment, if she wants to marry Hayato, she will have to defeat the other girls first. Akane gave Hayato a hug and promised to make him coffee for the rest of his life as a way of saying thanks. Hayato tells her not to make fun of him out of embarrassment and walks away. She tells him, happy, that she has a crush on him. Hayato reveals his plan to open a Familia Beach hut after paying their wages, though the girls would have to work during their summer break and the hut would cost 4 months' worth of profits to build. Akane reunites with her bandmates to resume singing. The girls agree to work during the summer, and they immediately debate whether Hayato should wear shorts and vests or bikinis, depending on which one irritates him more. Shurajiku attacks Hayato, who is half naked after getting drunk by touching alcohol cleaning wipes. The others worry that Akane has become a serious rival for Hayato's affections as she changes her band name in accordance with Hayato's suggestion. Riho becomes enraged when he sees Akane talking to Hayato instead of working on the first day, and he eventually passes out from exhaustion and heat stroke. She throws a tantrum when Hayato refuses to apologize to Akane for her, but Hayato scolds her for worrying him once more, which makes her feel less jealous. Akane smiles as he still overhears this. When Hayato finds out that Shurajiku will always work as a chef after graduating from college, she wonders why she bothers to work at a coffee shop. Hayato sends Ami to scare away the thugs and grandson of Fuwa who come to the hut and harass Riho. Riho makes the decision to apologize for her yelling, but when she observes additional bikini girls flirting with him, she yells once more. Hayato learns from Akane that her next song is about first love.
The Obon Festival gets very popular in the surrounding area. Another day, some reporters come to the cafe to film the footage for producing a special of the Obon Festival. Surprisingly, one of the reporters calls Riho's name. It turns out that Riho was a talented and popular child star 15 years ago, and the reporter once filmed a TV show with her. When the reporter and Riho are chatting, the customers also remember Riho's identity. They are surprised that Riho would be working as a waitress in a cafe. Riho can't stand the chatter about her, leaving the cafe in a hurry. When she was a child, Riho had been working hard to participate in filming TV shows in order to get her mother's approval. But her dad didn't support her in her dream of becoming an actress. He thought Riho was too young and the excessive working schedule would damage her health. Therefore, Riho's parents often quarreled with each other. Seeing this, Riho decided to quit the showbiz. Unfortunately, her parents didn't stop arguing, and they still got divorced. This made Riho feel that her efforts were pointless. Until now, she can't let go of this past. Hayato finds Riho by the sea, where he praises her abilities. He admires Riho and appreciates her hard work and dedication, and he hopes that she cannot pretend to be tough all the time. Riho feels so touched that she hugs Hayato and cries. As the Obon festival ends, they come back home. One day, Oka's twin sister Kika arrives at the cafe. In her opinion, this is just an ordinary cafe, and the girls working here seem to have bad conduct. Also, the manager Hayato seems very good at flirting with girls, and she guesses that someone must have fallen into his trap. Oka thinks Kika is very rude and warns her not to offend her friends at will. Unexpectedly, Kika's attitude is extremely arrogant. These words make Oka very upset, and she slaps Kika hard. Kika can't accept the fact that she was slapped, and she immediately leaves. Oka apologizes to everyone in place of Kika. Kika is not a very bad person, and Oka has always felt sorry for her. Since they were born, their family has always wanted them to be admitted to the University of Tokyo. But Oka failed, and then majored in art, which made her family disappointed in her. Therefore, the family pinned their hopes on Kika, and imposed extremely strict discipline on her. That's why Oka feels sorry for her, and she thinks this is probably the reason why Kika becomes so mean. She can't tolerate seeing her sister Oka living a life so willfully. Later, Oka still concerns about Kika even at work, resulting in her breaking a cup. Shirajuku mistakes Oka for minding what Emi says. Just then, Kika comes to the door of the cafe and overhears their conversation. Nobody notices her except for Hayato. Kika mistakenly thinks that Emi humiliated Oka, so she wants to teach Emi a lesson. Soon, she arrives at the head cafe to find Emi, who is talking with Akane about apologizing to Oka. Kika realizes that she misunderstood Emi, who just said the wrong thing. The girls working in the cafe are very cute. At night, Hayato tells Oka about Kika's visit, and he speculates that she was here to reconcile with Oka. But Oka thinks she is a very incompetent older sister, and Kika is unlikely to come to her. Hayato sees the exact opposite of her. Based on Kika's performance yesterday, he thinks she was just worried about her sister coming into contact with bad people. He suggests that they meet up and speak out their true thoughts. Unexpectedly, as Oka is ready to go to Kika, Kika takes the initiative to come to the cafe. During the talk, Kika voices her dissatisfaction with Oka. She stresses that she will not let others determine her life. The reason why she treated the people in the cafe so badly is that she finds that Oka designed uniforms for them, and she felt jealous. They are the closest twins, but Oka never designs clothes for her. Oka hurriedly claims that she cares about her sister a lot, and that she will definitely design a lot of cute clothes for her. After the misunderstanding is resolved, they become close again. Oka offers Kika the pumpkin cake sold in the cafe. Then, Kika praises Hayato's carefulness. When the girls all mistake her for Oka, only Hayato sees at a glance that she is not Oka and asks for her true identity. Oka is very surprised. As she is expressing her gratitude, she asks him how he tells the difference, and Hayato explains that Kika carried the bag on her left, while Oka usually holds it in her right hand. Plus Oka is the most loving person in the cafe, and he believes that she won't hurt others. Hearing the praise, Oka blushes a little. Hayato closes the pop-up cafe and focuses on the head cafe. But the turnover has not been up to his expectation, and he realizes that running a cafe is very difficult. When he is tired from business problems, Akane brings him a cup of coffee. She likes Hayato very much. When she notices the complete works of Kinosuke Natsume on his bookshelf, she makes a plan. She deliberately shows off her sexy body and confesses to him by quoting Kinosuke Natsume's poems. "The stars are beautiful tonight. Will tomorrow be sunny?" It actually means, "I like you. Can you respond to me?" Hayato gets Akane's hint but rejects her clearly. He just wants to run the cafe left by his grandmother, having no time to worry about romance issues. Akane has a strong sense of self-esteem. She doesn't want to be rejected like this, lying that she was just talking about the weather. Hayato is very popular with girls. Besides Akane, other girls in the cafe also love Hayato. The beautiful girls are very shy, and so far only Akane and Emi have admitted their feelings for Hayato. Akane clearly remembers what her mother told her before and guesses that Riho also has a crush on Hayato. When they are bathing together, she asks Riho about it. Surprisingly, Riho claims that she never thinks about romance and just wants to help Hayato run the cafe. Akane doesn't force her to tell the truth, but takes the opportunity to express her love for Hayato and emphasizes that she has confessed to him. Riho is afraid that Hayato will be snatched away by Akane. She can lie to Akane, but she can't go against her heart. While out shopping with Hayato, Riho plucks up the courage to confess to him. Hayato's answer is consistent, and he won't fall in love with anyone until the cafe is on track. Riho has the same idea, so she is very happy with the answer. To increase the cafe's turnover, he decides to develop an amazing new dish. The best chef in the cafe is Shirajuku. Hayato is worried that Shirajuku will quit the job after the new semester begins, so he wants to improve his cooking skills and develop the new dish with her before she leaves. However, Shirajuku denies it and vows that she'll never leave the cafe. It turns out that Shirajuku has long been in love with Hayato. Unfortunately, other girls in the cafe also like him, and she is not the confident type, instantly feeling inferior to her love rivals. But when she is with Hayato, she still can't help but be attracted to him. After thinking, Shirajuku plucks up the courage to confess to Hayato and emphasizes that she is the first to like him. Just when Hayato is surprised by her confession, she suddenly offers to have an intimate interaction with him. Hayato soon notices the alcohol wipes on the table, realizing that she is under the influence of alcohol, which confuses him so much as he doesn't know if her words were serious. After Shirajuku sobers up, she goes out with Hayato for groceries. During then, Hayato accidentally learns from the shopkeepers that Sachiko is a 3-star chef certified by Michelin. Strangely, Shirajuku doesn't seem to want Hayato to know about it. Hayato also feels strange, and he asks her about it many times. Under his questioning, Shirajuku has to reveal her story. Shirajuku's father was Sachiko's apprentice, and they worked together in a restaurant in Spain. Shirajuku's father learned a lot from Sachiko. When Shirajuku was young, she came to the cafe to visit Sachiko with her father. At that time, Sachiko prepared 2 ice creams for Shirajuku and Hayato to enjoy together. When Shirajuku was looking for Hayato, she fell and bumped into a grumpy man. The ice cream consequently stained the man's leather shoes, and he threw a tantrum at Shirajuku. Just when Shirajuku was frightened, Hayato showed up, taking a water pipe and deliberately spraying water on the man. Shirajuku thanked Hayato, who however claimed that it had nothing to do with her. Because the man was mean to Sachiko, Hayato hated him a lot. Under her father's influence, Shirajuku has been interested in cooking, and when she grew up, she came to Sachiko's cafe alone, hoping to learn cooking from her. Sachiko promised Shirajuku on the condition that Shirajuku would not reveal to Hayato why she gave up being a chef. After listening to Shirajuku's story, Hayato returns home to look up Sachiko's profile online. Sachiko was good at cooking and won many prizes. With her skills, she could open a restaurant in Tokyo. Hayato thinks she gave up being a chef because he got in her way. Shirajuku doesn't want to see Hayato being sad, and she tells Hayato that Sachiko likes him very much. She has heard Sachiko say that compared to being a chef, she preferred to witness Hayato's growth. During the 12 years she spent with him, she was very happy every day. Hearing this, Hayato recalls his past with his grandmother and feels very guilty. He then vows he will work hard to keep the cafe running. Shirajuku also promises Hayato that she will fully support him. The other girls have been eavesdropping on their conversation, and they are very touched by the story of Hayato and Sachiko. At the end of the story, Hayato and the girls go to the park for a picnic. Shirajuku confesses her love for Hayato in front of everyone. Overly nervous, she accidentally drinks Riho's wine, and immediately gets drunk, pouncing on Hayato again. Just when Shirajuku is about to force Hayato to have intimate interactions with her, others stop her. Hayato lives a very happy life. In the future, Hayato will marry one of the girls in the cafe and give birth to a very cute girl. But at the end of this season, the screenwriter still doesn't reveal to us who Hayato's wife will be.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.